I've been involved in the sewer business for nearly 30 years. And I started out in construction, and I've been involved in testing, inspection, rehabilitation, I&I studies, and finally in sewer maintenance for the last 10 years. When I took over this sewer maintenance program it involved an area of some 1,550 miles of sanitary sewer pipes serving a large suburban community. The biggest impact on our particular system has been overcoming grease in the sewers using bacteria cultures to consume and remove it. Anybody that works with sewers would be familiar with what the problems are for their particular system. Almost everybody has problems if you have any trees around with roots. If you have any food service industry in your sewer system, you have problems with grease. Restaurants, fast food especially. A lot of these places cause grease problems on the sewer system. And you have sewer system breakdown, a function of age. So what we wanted to do was look at the system and see what we could do to overcome these problems. What it's actually doing to the grease that it's attacking is just eliminating it. It is converting it to water and carbon dioxide. That grease is gone. So they are taking a solid impediment to your sewer system's flow and converting it into water and carbon dioxide. So they remove it and they give you back your sewer system. The average sewer system might have almost 900 stoppages a year per 1,000 miles. So in a system our size, we could expect to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,350 to 1,400 stoppages a year, which would be a disaster. So what we've been able to do is we've been able to take 45 to 60 stoppages a year, and over time, as the system has gotten older, it would have gotten worse. And we've turned that down into under 15 stoppages a year. In fact, last year we only had 8. The year before that, I believe we had 9. So what we've done is dramatically improved the function in the sewer system. And this is at a time when we've had fewer people to work with, a lot less money to work with, and a system that has aged. Maybe 750,000 people are hooked up to our sewer system. And I feel a responsibility to every one of them. So when I know that I've got something that's working and protecting them, that's the success I want. My responsibility is to the individual homeowners, business owners, restaurateurs. We don't want stoppages that are going to back up and affect their business or their lives or their property. And these bacteria cultures are stopping these backups. They're protecting our people, and they do make us look good in the process, but that's the least of it. Once a week, the men go to this location. They open a manhole cover. They look down in the system and inspect it. They put in half a pound of a bacteria culture in a water-soluble plastic bag, close the cover up, drive away, end the problem. In 11 years at one location, we have never had a failure, where it used to back up in a matter of just days after mechanical cleaning. If your problem is grease and you're not using bacteria cultures to overcome it, you're making a terrible mistake. It's inexpensive, it's very effective, and you're going to find out in the long run it just makes you look better because it serves your people better. Scientists specifically cultured beneficial bacteria to consume grease, and not to use that to your own benefit just seems foolish to me. And they not only culture bacteria that would remove grease, but they've made them safe as well. These bacteria are totally harmless to the people that are using them. Over 10 years, and all the changes in the system and its aging and its growth, our costs for maintaining it in terms of product are half. No matter how much you spend on it, at the end, the bottom line is it's going to have to save you money in the long run. People that have grease problems in the pipe and they take care of them with mechanical means are continually going back to the same spots, addressing the same problems, and you never get ahead of it. You could set up a program where you went back to a particular line every 2 weeks, and some night in the middle of the night you're going to get that call that it's backing up again. The bacteria cultures take the grease away, so it's no longer there. You've eliminated the strata. You've eliminated the substrata. You've eliminated the condition that allows the grease to attach to itself and build on the wall. You're giving yourself back an 8-inch diameter pipe, and that was it was meant to be when it started, or a 10-inch, or a 12-inch. We use it in 24-inch. It does attach itself to the walls of the pipe, and you have an active colony working on the pipe constantly. That is my understanding. But I also have a sense that a certain number of them work through the pipe. They are in the waste stream, and they're attaching themselves further down in areas you're not familiar with. So that if you have a lift station on a sewer line, you could very well achieve positive effects at that lift station from adding bacteria cultures thousands of feet away. You would have to do something about that grease no matter what it was, and I believe this is the least expensive and most effective ways of handling it. They're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, they're working when we're not, so you sleep better.